What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I hope everyone's having themselves a gorgeous, beautiful, magnificent day. So today we got a bit of a sad video with a happy ending coming at you. And the purpose of this video is just to remind you that, if you're able to carry Naloxone. To those of you who don't know what Naloxone is, it's a chemical. It's a drug, actually. Usually given in the form of a needle or a nasal spray. And it's for people who are overdosing on opioids. Like Dilaudid, heroin, hydromorphine. But yeah, so there was a bit of a pandemic going around that involved a certain province, British Columbia, BC, where people were literally crawling over people. I heard stories from friends about people crawling over people who were dead. They were overdosing left and right off of heroin, fentanyl, you name it. So this story takes place around 3 years ago. And I remember I was very bored this day, and I was headed up to the dispensary. Also, I wanted to go talk to my street friend because I had a type of weed I wanted to share with him. And, I meet up with him. I give him his weed, and, he's doing his thing. And I go to McDonald's, and I get probably a double cheeseburger just like a Mac, my favorite thing to get. Making myself hungry. But, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, previously I went into my drugstore and I purchased Naloxone because, I wanted to be prepared in case I ever ran into a situation where I could help somebody. It's literally saved somebody's life. Now, blind me isn't going to inject you with Naloxone, but I can flag somebody down who's going to do it for me. So that's what I did. I get my burger, and I noticed this guy. He's very incoherent. Like, he's mumbling. And I realized, I know this guy. And I was like, are you alright, Spencer? I'm going to call him Spencer. Are you okay, Spencer? And he's not making any sense, man. He's going off about purple cows, just ranting, slurring his words. And so I sat by him. I knew this guy, and I knew he was not being himself. And I heard from multiple people that he's a fentanyl user. Probably the worst drug ever. Definitely one of the most dangerous. Don't do fentanyl, please. There's other drugs you could do, like smoke a joint. You can smoke as much as that and it won't kill you. But anyway, I had a bottle of water in my book bag, so I gave him this water. And, I could see him shaking, and he grabbed the water, and I could tell his head's down. This man does not have the strength to pick up his head. And all of a sudden, he just collapses. And I'm trying to get his attention. I take a bit of the water and I pour it on his face, but nothing's waking this guy up. So I finally asked somebody, I was like, hey man, do you know what he took? Because there was a couple other street people by. And he goes, man, he's on fentanyl. I was like, was he going to be okay? I have Naloxone. Does he need it? And the guy's like, man, yeah, he definitely needs it. So this guy helped administer Naloxone. Within about, I want to say 15 minutes, Spencer was up and at it. His eyes were open. He's way more coherent. You can tell he's still out of it a little bit, but he's way more coherent. And basically, I just sat there and talked to him for probably another 20 minutes. I went back into McDonald's. I got him a burger. And yeah, so the purpose of this video, this 100% true story, is not to envy myself, not to make myself look like a hero. It's definitely not that. My point is, buy a Naloxone kit. Even if you're too squeamish to use it, or you're blind and you can't use it, there's always going to be somebody around, most likely, especially if you live in a busy city, that can administer it properly. And I actually ran into this guy, I want to say about 2 months after. 2 months after, we helped him. And, man, this guy was beyond grateful. I was with this girl, and he's, like, hyping me up, patting me on the back, hugging me, like, just, So, that's the story, a pretty crazy one. This guy could have died, if I wasn't there, or this other street person who was willing to help him, Yeah, that's basically it. If you're struggling with addiction, my heart goes out to you. Never quit quitting, as I said in the previous video. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm really trying to get this channel up to 1,000 subs, It's literally been my ultimate dream to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm not the healthiest person in the world. I have about 50 tumors in my brain, and, life's short for anybody. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And have yourselves a gorgeous, beautiful, magnificent day. Peace and love.
Stop recording.